Welcome to Body by Design Flower School. It's really very cold out here in the mountains, and I thought today we can do something a little bit different. I went for a walk yesterday on the farm, and as I just noticed the seasons changing, excuse me, I thought let's do something with preserved flowers. So that's just really a fancy word of saying dried flowers. um, and I just picked a whole variety of things that was growing in the forest and in the gardens, and then the only fresh things I've got is the um, uh, hydrangeas and the sunset proteas. The rest is all just dried up. We've got some field grass dried up. We've got, I don't even know what this one is, but it just looked so pretty, and I just thought to put that in an arrangement with the autumn colors, which is the browns and the mustards and some red, will just look so beautiful. So I haven't really thought about how I'm going to go about doing this design, but the thing is that you can just look at what you've got and then think, okay, how am I going to build this up, and what do I want to achieve? Even the invasive species like the Port Jackson, I just want to see if I can get a piece here for you. So I just actually cut a whole branch off, but they flowered and they make this beautiful kind of berry that dries and then it goes brown, and I've got one that's a bit brown on this stem. I just want to show you. Let me see if I can get a piece. There we go. So then it dries up to make this brown kind of berry, and even that is beautiful to do something with. And then here on our farm we have got lots of slung bos, and once they flower they make this brown little flower, and then it just dries up, and the slung bos, I don't know if you can see now, but it's like a silver. I don't have a fresh one, but let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it's like a silver grey fynbos, and it's beautiful to work with in garlands and anything really. So I've got that, and then another kind of fynbos which is also flowered now and dyed. Then you just cut it back, and then it in spring it will sprout again, all green and beautiful. But it makes like a pink flower, which now has already changed color into this almost pale pink brownish color. So I thought we can use that. Then I've got this from a berry tree that I also dried. So as a florist, we don't really chuck anything away that we could potentially let dry nicely and then use in a preserved arrangement. And then I've got the amaranthus that I dried. So some you can't really use because they really go black at the end, and then it's not very pretty. But most of the time they dry very beautifully, and I just put them in water and I leave it. They dry out perfectly. And the same with your penny gum. Now you can hear that this penny gum is dry, but it still looks very pretty, and it's got this silver grey color, and that's very nice to use as well. And what I do is, after I've made arrangements and there's some penny gum left, I leave it in a pot of water. This one has been drying for months. If I say to you, it's like 3 months, 4 months, and it's just so pretty, and it smells divine. So good. So I think, and then we've got the red berries here, and I've got some of the grass Yeah. What else did I pick? Oh, and of course, I've got these ones. And I took some that have lost all their seeds, like that. I'll just really take those off. And then I also picked some that had some seeds still on. And just a tip for your garden, when you're pruning after summer, when you've cut your stem off, just shake it and tap it around your flower, and these little seeds inside just sprout up. They are so easy to grow. Or you can just put it in a big tray with compost, and you shake these little seeds out, and they just don't need any attention, and they grow again. So we've got those. So I think I'm going to try and create a little bit of a shape here, but I suppose I want to, it's not a very big container, but I fold it up with oasis. So I want to just combine these reds and mustards and browns all together to give us a nice arrangement. So let's start with the vocal flower, which will be the hydrangea. And let's just see. So it's a very pretty rusted color, and I think I might just put it there and another one on the side. So let's do that. Now normally hydrangeas don't like oasis, and you can just dip them in alum powder, which I don't have right now, but it's and then it just does better in the oasis because they're very thirsty flowers. They like to drink a lot of water. So in oasis, you know, if you're going to use your hydrangeas in oasis, the hydrangeas won't last as long as the rest of your flowers because they drink a lot of water. But the alum helps to seal it and absorb all the water. So I'm going to just break these little buds off on the side so I can get a nice clean insertion into the oasis, and I'm going to put that one there, and then this one's slightly smaller and the same. Yeah, I just want to cut these buds off on the side. Get just a nice clean and give it a quick snip. And I'm just going to turn it towards me, and I think I want to bring it out there, like that. Now I'm going to, I'll probably do another one, but we're going to fill it up with some sunset red proteas here, and you can see, I'll just show you how I've combined the colors just as I was walking around. You've got this pink greenish color and the same here, pink reddish greenish, so that's going to work so well to give me a nice line for my arrangement. So I'm going to put one out that side and a taller one this side. See? Get it in like that. Yes. And because it's the centerpiece, you're going to want to let it look sort of the same on both sides. So I'm going to put another hydrangea on the back end. Yes. I'm just going to once again cut these off. And I'm going to just put one towards the back. And this one I'm going to put a bit lower. That's almost flush on the bowl. So there we go. Now we've got our arrangement looking like that. And now we're going to just fill it up with all the preserved flowers. and I'm just really loving these berries. And actually I'm going to do one of these. This is a smaller one, which I think would look so pretty. In the center, it just sticks out there, and one on the back as well. And for the back, I think we're going to just do a plain green one. Now we can start filling in, and to use a bit of the, mind you, we can put that in later, the slumbos. So we just want to see, we've got some beautiful pieces that we can just pull off to give us a nice line. This one, I'm just going to give a cut here. I want to bring that out there. That's a nice big one also. And they make little buds onto the side, so you let that come out here. I'm going to do 3. So I'm just cutting these off on the side. So we've got a clean stem. Just coming out there, like that. So you can see we're starting to fill up the container very nicely. And then on the opposite side, I'm definitely going to do a few of the amaranthus, which I just want to let it hang over like that. Actually, this is a shorter one, which will work better. I'm going to use a taller one just to come out to this side like that. Actually, we can just cut it a bit down a bit. Okay. Then I want to, from the side here, I've got these beautiful, they're very heavy, but these will work so beautiful here on the side. I just want to give one that is not, there we go, I'll just show you those, like little bells, that I'm going to just tuck here in on the side. And I'm going to do the same on the back end, just so that you can have this uniformity at the back and the front. Excuse me. Let me just have a sip here. When the fynbos blooms on the farm, I really struggle with my sinuses, but we just work around that. So I'm going to tuck this one in there next to those berries. It's just looking so pretty. This one has to go a little bit more to the back, and I'm going to just see if I like that. Yes, and we're going to use a bit more of the Port Jackson. I'm just looking for a nice piece that's got some brown berries as well. And of course this is This kind of arrangement would be so beautiful for a Bohemian wedding, because it just lends itself to all the pretty colors. Okay, and this one I'm going to tuck in right there. I'll show you guys in a moment. Now we're going to use definitely some of these, because I think they're just so gorgeous. Put one there, and this one's got a nice bend, and I just want to look towards the front of it. And I want to use a short piece just to stick towards the front, and maybe another little one. Good. Okay. So now our arrangement is really starting to take shape, and I'm loving the textures of this. It's so beautiful. I think I want to use some more of these. We can also use this, but I just need to get a nice clean cut on it, like that. And then we'll just neaten up the stem. And these we can tuck low in for the berries. I'm going to need a nice big one for this side, so I'm just looking. There we go. I'm just neaten up the stem. I'm also going to tuck that in low, like that. And I want to use another one of these. I need to find one that's a bit droopy like this. One. Perfect. I'm going to let it hang over the other one just to give it a bit of movement. It needs to go in a little bit deeper, so I'm just going to cut the stem, because you just want to look at your shape all the time to make sure you're achieving the shape you are looking for. Okay, great. Now we've got this soft pink fynbos, and I'm going to need a nice piece that can just fill in. I'm going to just give that a quick cut. Perfect. And another piecey, long one here that I think I want to bring out to the back. Okay. And we definitely need to fill in here some more. So now we've got these red berries. I'm going to tuck towards the back. So we just, with the leaves of the red berries, we can bring out the green in the arrangement. Okay, and let's see if we can get more of a cluster that I want to use for inside the arrangement, like this one. So I need to fill in a little bit. might work. There we go. Which I'm going to try and get in here now without breaking the preserved flowers. I'm going to just stick that in there like that. So that it's just kind of a backdrop for the other flowers. Now we need for the front. See what I can find. I've got quite a bit of them. This one, it's a pity. It's the wrong way. So maybe we could get it in there. Gorgeous. Just so pretty. So the front is looking perfect to me. All the aces is covered up. I've just got a little piece here that I need to cover up. So we're going to use, I don't want to use more of that. We actually want to go with some greenery. So I'm going to use that one. Not too much. We don't want it to stick out too far. Just to make sure we don't see the oasis. Now my only concern is it's actually quite pretty there. Let me just see. I don't know if I want that. I'll rather put something else in there. Let me see. This hanging. So we've got that. So we should put this facing the opposite side. We've got a piece there. We've got a piece there. And just to fill that inside bit, and I'm just going to look at the bottom. So this one's covered nicely. I'll just take another piece here of this greenery and just put there. Excuse me, and another one here. I just have an empty spot at the bottom, so we need to fill that, and I think I'm going to have to use another Protea Sunset. This one I'm going to stick right down so that we can't see the aces, and it just peeks through there like that. And oh, excuse me, my nose. And we need another one there. So I'm going to use this little short one. And I'm going to just put it through there. Okay. That's perfect. Now the last thing I'm going to do, I've got a bit of spot open here. I'm just going to fill it with some slung gauze and some more of this just get in there. And lastly, we're going to also just put a piece of this greenery in there. I need one more PC. Oh, this is so nice. And I'm going to just get it in there. Okay, so what's so lovely with this arrangement, the hydrangeas will also dry up nicely, and then this can last you for a very, very long time because everything is just going to dry naturally and it's going to look beautifully. And I think I'm really happy with the shape, and we've got a lot of textures going on here and beautiful colors. And I just want to see if I'm really happy with all of that. I just think I need to stick something right down there because I can see the aces, and you don't want that. So yeah, we've got a little PC. Nice big one. And we'll just lift this very gently. There. That's it. Just going to give it a turn. And I'm going to just give us a little bit of a soft touch on this side. I'm just going to cut these guys off on the ends. Coming out there. Okay, and there we go. This is a beautiful preserved arrangement. The colors are autumn, and you can see that something like this on your table or your entrance hallway will just be so beautiful, and it will last a very, very long time. And of course, if you're doing a bohemian wedding, that will work beautifully. So I'm going to just double check if I'm happy with everything. I'm seeing a little leaf here that's all torn, and that's not very nice in your arrangement. There we go. So we just take that out. And I almost think I want to do a short PC of because these are growing in my garden, so I've got so much of them, but I think I just want to get another one tucked in here like that. Just want to make sure this flows nicely there, and there we go. So I'm going to give you a quick, let me just tidy up here a little bit. Oh, I wonder if we should just kind of see if we can't it's actually fine. Okay, there we go. And there's your beautiful preserved arrangement, fancy word for dried flowers. If you go to the market, you can find a variety of dried flowers. Some are bleached, and they go through quite a process, but they are incredibly expensive. So come autumn, just walk through your garden and see what you've got, and add a bit of fresh flowers to it, not much, because we generally want to keep this as a preserved arrangement, and then put it together, and there we go, a beautiful centerpiece for your table. And you can see all the berries, they're just so beautiful, the reds and the hydrangeas and the preserves. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the session with me. Please subscribe and send your comments, and follow me as we do something different and express ourselves through our flower creations. Bye now.